Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. It is Arenalacrosseleague action. The 2-0 Toronto Monarchs taking on the 1-1 Six Nations Snipers. I am Steven Stamp, bringing you this game on JVI Sports Network. Toronto is undefeated, but they're missing arguably the league's MVP so far this season, goaltender Craig Wendy. He is out, not in the building today, so Robbie Cruz gets the start. We'll see how things go without their star tender. Six Nations will have Chase Martin between the pipes. Warren Hill backing him up. The backup for Toronto is Ryan Schutzkowski. Michael Gillen, as usual, taking the face-off for Toronto. He's lined up against Patrick Corbett for the Snipers. John Szabo, the crew chief, John Sutcliffe, and Jeremy Morrison, the other officials. That ball is won back by the Monarchs, but the ball is still free, rolling around the restraining line, and eventually Monarchs come up with it. Patrick Miles getting possession will hand it off to Jason Crawford. He rolls it on over to Jordan Dance. Run around across the top. Now the pass on the near side. Shane Scott loading it up, passes down, and Matt Lyons drops that pass. May have been ready to shoot just a little bit early. Here come the Snipers the other way. No shot on the opening possession for Toronto. Kessler Doolittle lining up today, wearing number 9 for the Snipers. Hands it off. Roger Weiss over to the far side, but gets it back. There's a quick pass to the middle. Spin shooting. That one just a little bit wide by Tyler Albrecht as he spun and shot in one motion, but was a little late with the release. Toronto with possession in the offensive zone. Gonna have to check on 20. Oh, Johnny Ray is playing. He's just headed off the floor, wearing number 23 for the Monarchs with the white helmet from the Rochester Nighthawks camp, where he was this year. He is on the practice squad for that club. Here's a battle. Seth Laidlaw comes up with it, has to put it down. They run out of the 30-second clock, and the Snipers will go back up the floor. Marcus Elvin hands it off. Shane Adams gets things rolling. Race Weiss with a shot up, pass up top. Offside shot. There's a save by Cruz. In his first challenge, Roger Weiss gets a fresh 30. Race Weiss right on the slot to his cousin Roger. Miles comes up with the loose ball. Weiss with the forecheck. A little help from Cruz. Gets Miles free. And there was 19 left on the shot clock as Miles got across center, so the 8-second call definitely into play there, and Six Nations gets the ball back. We're a couple minutes in, no scores so far. Howdice Miracle, high, hard shot, a little too high. Goes off the backside of the net after it ricochets off the board. Spencer James with the outlet pass. Dustin Caravello using his wheels to get up the floor. Takes a bit of a rough ride from Marty Hill. Stepping into this game, we're number 84 for Six Nations, playing in the defensive end so far. Teeter, low shot. They can't quite find the net. That was Matt Pelkey with the shot. He's got it back. Lob pass across. Scott thinking about letting it fly. Shane Scott always looks like he's ready to shoot. He was looking for the pass and gets that one off. Big hit there. I'm not sure whether it's the hold or the hit that's going to be the penalty. Either way, chance for the Monarchs, but it'll go to Chase Martin. We'll get the first penalty of the game. And Chase Martin indicates to the officials, go ahead and blow your whistle. We're ready for penalty number 1. The Monarchs will go to the power play. Matt Lyons will start with it up top. Gives to Shane Scott. Down to Seth Laidlaw, low. Luke Laidlaw's on the far side and has it now. He and Jordan Dance play a bit of catch. Starting to cut to the perimeter, to the middle. Lyons, cross to Dance. Another penalty coming. It's a goal, though. That one's not going to count. The goal will count. The penalty will not happen as Matt Lyons, from the dead top of the formation, rips one that sneaks its way through Chase Martin. It's 1-0. Power play goal for the Toronto Monarchs. Now they're lining up 5-on-5. And Blaine McCauley wants to know. Very strange. Toronto should still be on the power play. They've started, and you can hear Blaine McCauley yelling at John Sutcliffe. Sorry, Jeremy Morrison. And I think he may have gotten a point across. So now what do you do if the Snipers happen to score here? Play should actually be blown dead. Continues How Dice Miracle with it. Shoots off the post. Comes straight back out to Miracle. They'll get a fresh 30. Six Nations still with 5 runners on the floor. Race Vice looking to the top. Hands it over to Albrecht. How Dice Miracle. A little spin move. That pass got tipped. Here come the Monarchs. Adam McGordy running the ball. It's a little interference. Shot and a save. Nice job to just get in the way by Jason Crawford to run interference but not draw an interference penalty. Monarchs setting up in the offensive zone. Dance hands it off, and Teeter is going to get a pick and let it fly from the outside late in the shot clock. Breakaway attempt, but the Snipers couldn't gain control in time. They had Marcus Alvin sprinting up the floor, was ready for a pass, but had to gather in the ball first. The offense sets up. Pass across and a quick release and a goal. That low-to-low shot by Stu Hill just drops the head of the stick down around ankle high and skims one. I would have to check the time. There's 9:49 to go to see when that penalty occurred, because Six Nations should have been shorthanded for a stretch there. And Blaine McCauley's not going to be too happy about that. Not sure if that penalty would have expired by that time, in which case, no, it would not. So they should still, just checking with our statistician. And McCauley's still upset. Now that's where you got to just move on past and recognize the mistake was made. I don't understand why the officials didn't correct that. But we are 1-1. 9.5 to go here in the first. Shot from outside by Jordan Critch doesn't get through. Monarchs do get it back. They've got 10 on the shot clock. Grasby looking for someone to move it to. Skips away from Critch, and it's snagged by Ashton Jacobs. Jacobs has Kranz ahead of him. They're 2-on-3. And now a penalty coming to Toronto. Looks like Dustin Caravello is going to get it, judging that he's the one who looked at the official and shook his head. Extra attacker out. Roger Weiss behind the back. They go far side. Comes back to Weiss. There's a shot. And it's going to be a fresh 30. There's about 4 left on the shot clock when that one was stopped. Hard work by Ray, and that one's picked off. And the shot the length of the floor at the empty net. Wouldn't have counted, but it was close. Always good to practice those, so that you don't get a delay of game penalty. The whistle had not blown yet. It's a slashing call to Dustin Caravello. 8:44 to go in the first, 1-1 the score. I'm Steven Stamp bringing you this JVI Sports Network presentation of the Arenalacrosseleague. Where is it? We are looking for sponsors to make these games available. We'd love to do all the games possible. Who knows, maybe we can do them live. We can see what we can do. But anyway, if you are interested, get in touch with JVI Sports Network. You can look them up on Twitter. Go to the JVI Sports Network YouTube page to follow all of these games and subscribe to the JVI channel. You can also find the games on the Arenalacrosseleague website. You can follow the games live scoring on the all site, arenalacrosseleague.ca. It's a new lacrosse shift site. It is a pretty sweet site. Monarchs trying to kill this one. Scott with a hard pass across, but it's a little bit high for Luke Laidlaw, and the Snipers will come back the other way. Elvin just hands it off. And How Dice Miracle goes for a trot. Monarchs settle back into their box. Vice backpedaling. Low shot. It's a hard one, but it skips back out. There's Travis Longboat. Longboat, the breakout star of this Arena Lacrosse season so far. There's a high shot by James. Into the throw protector of Chase Martin, but he's unfazed. Miracle gets it back into the offensive zone with 30 left on the penalty, 20 at that point on the man advantage. Perimeter movement of the ball. Now they go for the backdoor quick stick. Comes straight out to Lane Smith. He scores. Lane Smith, the fortuitous bounce off the boards right into his stick. The Monarchs defenders turning to try and pick him up as he came in, but he was quick getting rolling. Lane Smith, the youngster. Today's earlier game is on the Arenalacrosseleague website and the JVI Sports Network YouTube site. Spencer Tanguay with the call of that one. And there will be another game tonight in Paris. First game in Paris in the Arenalacrosseleague. That ball is stripped from Gillen. Nice job by Doolittle to get on the handle of the stick and knock it free. The Snipers will take it over. The 0-2 Paris Riverwolves and 0-2 Peterborough Timbermen, both teams better than those records suggest. It should be quite a battle tonight. Check out all the games on the All page or JVI Sports Network YouTube. We are even strength, but just now are the Snipers getting their fifth attacker out. And now we have a holding call as Lane Smith drops the ball, scoops it up, and Martin will sprint to the bench. The 30 runs out, and it's going to be Adam McGordy taking the holding call, which will send the Snipers to the power play. Weiss stepping in. Now he makes the pass across, gets it back. Looking to pass immediately. He will let it rip when the opportunity is there, though. Hard pass across. Comes right to the slot. No, a great chance there. But unable to convert was Danton Miller. There's a hard shot that bounces back out to the Snipers. Didn't actually get off of the goaltender, though, so the 30 will expire as that shot drifts up into the boards. Nice little handoff with the one hand extended by Patrick Miles. Lyons waiting for his teammates. Critch, lots of space. Teeter trying to keep it open for him with a couple of picks. Now he's going to try and seal and roll. Not there. Good job defensively. We have a penalty now coming. Holding the stick. Looks like it's against Jacob Kranz. Kessler Doolittle is going to be the safety valve up top. He's just standing back to watch as the 4-on-3 down happens down low. Longboat gets it back. He's going to let it fly. Saved by Cruz. Just got a shoulder on it. Weiss will give it back. Oh, he's going to go low. It looked like he was going to Longboat. Nice job to get it across. They're going to say that Six Nations Stu Hill went through the crease and then played the ball, so it would be Toronto possession. They've got 36 to kill on the first penalty. Now there's a penalty coming to the Snipers. John Ray's going to see what he can kill here. And now there's a second penalty. Probably be another holding. Ray's going to try and get himself loose. Because once the McGordy penalty finishes, the Ray one will kick in. So big chance here. There's a shot early, but Stu Hill is denied. Oh, what a strip. Great job by Roger Weiss, going back indeed. Patrick Miles a little casual, and now they're going to say too many men on Six Nations. Player jumping out earlier, and that will be a penalty in the NLL and by extension the ALL. It is a 2-minute penalty, unless it's in the final 2 minutes of the game, in which case it is a penalty shot. But right now we have 3-on-3, a lot of space out now. The players come out for Oshawa, and they've got too many men. In 44 seconds, the first penalty expires. That's Grasby's penalty. He has to stay in the box because they do have another one starting. He'll be released when there's a stoppage in play after that, but it will still be 3-on-3 until another penalty expires. Cut to the net and a shot. That one's a little bit wide by Seth Laidlaw. Snipers get him. They've got a man down the floor. Shane Scott is hustling to try and get him. But Kessler Doolittle, the shot and the save. Nice job by Cruz, stepping to his right, but leaving the arm back to the left. Good effort by the Monarchs, and they come up with it. Matt Pelkey will hand the ball off and sprint to the bench. And now the Monarchs finally get a man back out as 2 of their penalties have expired. It's 4-on-3 for another 50 seconds, barring a goal. Good movement, a dive, but just stepping in the crease was Grasby. And we're going to have the officials' timeout. No stick violations in this one so far. We did have a couple last game, matching each team at the same stoppage. One, the stick was too long. The other is a width issue. 3-on-4. Snipers trying to kill as much of this as they can. 14 left on the shot clock. 25 now on the 1 penalty. It's a 4-second difference between the penalties for the 2 different teams. Behind the back shot. And Cruz had to be sharp. Nice effort there by Patrick Corbett. And the Monarchs are now at 4-on-4, and in 3 seconds they'll go back to a 5-on-4 power play. So we're getting close to even strength. Scott across the top hits the trailer, gets it back. Brendan Muse playing catch. He's going to let it fly, low to mid, follows his own shot. Nice job by a pair of Monarchs to swing around the outside and get back as Muse followed his shot down, but the ball went to the Snipers. So important to prevent against reverse transition, or to provide reverse transition against the opponent's transition game. Howdice Miracle killing what he can. 10 left on the shot clock. He almost goes down but stays up. Now the ball pops away from him. Did such a good job for such a long period and then just lost control of the ball. And he'll head back to the bench. Toronto with 48 seconds left on the power play. Lyons has it up top. He's got Scott trotting out to join him. Scott will now take it from Seth Laidlaw, the other righty. They go down low to the left side. Luke Laidlaw gets it. Cutting Scott. Low shot saved by Chase Martin. Scott takes a bump. Nice job there by Ashton Jacobs. Just bull his way through a check from Matt Lyons. Jacobs is a strong, strong player. Really can just run through people as we saw there. Another young player with some time left at the junior level and really making his mark already in the Arenalacrosseleague. The penalty will expire now. We got a 5-on-5 with 33 left to go in the period. Shot clock expires on the Snipers. 27.8 to go. Toronto will have it. Last check, the shots were 12-4 in favor of the Snipers. We're going to get an update on that at the end of the quarter. But they have really controlled the best of the play here. Cruz thinking about going to the bench, but stays back. They could do it because there's more time on the shot clock than game clock. Jacobs comes up with it, though. It's a good thing they didn't have him out. Long outside shot, no goal. It was ripped in by Patrick Corbett, but it went in just after the buzzer. No hesitation by the officials in calling it off. And welcome back, lacrosse friends. Gillen and Corbett ready to line it up again for the face-off to open the second quarter as the Six Nations Snipers lead 2-1 over the undefeated Toronto Monarchs. John Ray will be in the box with his 10-minute misconduct for another half a period. Then just before the midway at 7:34, he'll get out. Jacobs had the ball momentarily. Now he gets it back as he fights his way through the check from McGordy. Good effort so far by Ashton Jacobs. Race Weiss hanging on to it, gets it over to Miracle. Back to Race. He gets a bit of a pick, rolls wide. That one bounces off the defender. McGordy almost had it to try and break out, but it kind of skipped away from him. Toronto's still trying to push the pace a bit, but the Snipers get their defenders out. Critch will hand it off, and the Monarchs score 51 seconds into the second period. Just a rip from the outside. Michael Teeter getting them evened up early in the second. Not a ton of really high quality chances that have challenged him exceptionally. Spencer James slows down Jacobs. He and Gillies combine to knock him down. They're going to call it a loose ball foul, or a dead ball foul. He was down on the turf, and Jacobs will go take a well-earned rest. Shot from the top by Miracle, doesn't get through. Lane Smith picks it up across to Longboat. They try and hit the cutter, but Gillen knocks it down. It pops away from him. Stu Hill can't handle it. 12 left as Longboat takes the shot. Fresh 30, but Cruz has control of it, managing his own rebound. Gillies will just hand it off, and Laidlaw is going to bounce it to Teeter. Lions had to reach for that when he caught it. Marcus Elvin all over him. The ball pops out. It's grabbed by Hill. Grabbed by Albrecht. Albrecht's got a man with him. There's the pass across. The shot stopped by the stick of Jordan Dance. Nice play. Maybe a little bit of luck, but Dance, good job to get in the lane. There's another save by Cruz. Penalty coming now. It's going to be to Toronto. So the Snipers will pull their goaltender for the extra attacker. They've got a full 30 to work with, so they've got plenty of time to set things up. Roger Weiss doesn't need a lot. He takes it. Smith with the rebound, scores. Lane Smith makes it 3-2. Nice finish. His second of the game. Just snags that ball. The rebound off the Weiss shot and buries it past Robbie Cruz. And a penalty coming to Toronto after the goal. There's a whistle for the draw. Gillen clamps down on it. Play is blown in. Gillen thought they were calling play dead. So he stopped for a moment, looked over. Luckily for him, Kessler Doolittle did as well. That shot didn't get through. Monarchs get it back though. Critch coming up with it. Now he's going to think about shooting. Passes off to Gillen instead. Reverse whip shot. That one's saved by Chase Martin, who's been sharp this year. A couple of Monarchs fall on top of a Snipers player who is fighting for possession. It will be Snipers' ball. There's a shot from Roger Weiss. That's stopped. The pass out doesn't get far, but it does get to the man. Caravello gets the return pass. Oh, nice play. Slips it over to Patrick Miles, who tucks that one home. Great give and go play. Miles to Caravello to Miles for the shorthanded tally to even things up at 3. Ball's loose along the boards, and eventually the Snipers come up with it. Marcus Elvin will pass it ahead, and Ashton Jacobs will move it into the offensive zone. 3-3 the score after that shorthanded Toronto goal. We've got 11:30 to go here in the second quarter. They hit the cutting Longboat, he scores! Gets Cruz down on one knee, has a bunch of room over the shoulder, and buries it. Lovely finish there by Travis Longboat to make it 4-3 for the Snipers. Eventually, the Snipers come up with possession off that draw, an extended battle. And here the Six Nations comes into the offensive zone. Roger Weiss thought about the shot, faked it, tried to hit the cutting Lane Smith, who has 2 goals for the Snipers, but couldn't. Here's some hustle for Crawford. Scores! Skip shot, Jason Crawford. Sidearm, bounces one 5-hole to even things up at 4. Early movement there, no question about it by Marty Hill. And the Monarchs will take possession. Grasby waiting for his offensive cohort. He'll trot around to the top of the formation. Critch on the near side. Nice pick. to get Kranz off of him. And then off another pick, there's a shot by Dance. Ball is rolling along the floor. Kranz almost came up with the Dance. Nice job to tap it away, and we have a penalty coming. Matt Lyons is at the top again of the formation. Moving around the outside. Oh, Lyons thought he had it. Shane Scott does, shoots. Saved by Martin. No, it's a goal. Caught a bit of Martin, but Scott with a ton behind it from over the low shooter angle rips it home. Power play goal, and the Monarchs enjoy a 5-4 lead. 10-10 to go here. Shane Scott, who just loves the shooter spot, he can let it rip. Assist going to Lyons. And Jordan Dance. And Toronto has the ball back, trying to extend this lead. Teeter tried to make a pass through, is knocked down by Kranz, who's right out on top of him. 8 to shoot. Scott steps away, he's gonna let it go. Sidearm shot stopped by Six Nations. Here's the outlet pass, big save. Cruz just holds his ground on Danton Miller, who took the pass, breaking off the bench. And here they go the other way. Jordan Critch has it. Leaves it there for Teeter. Caravello coming off the screen. Pick and roll defended well. Miller back there playing D. That ball is picked off. The Snipers are going to try and push the pace. Corbett wanted the ball, gets it, but that is blocked by Nick Grasby as he tried to get the shot off. Roger Weiss gets it back with 18 left on the shot clock. Stu Hill's winding it up, not going to take the shot. Goes over to the far side for Roger Weiss. His shot is knocked down. Bounces though, and Stu Hill does get a shot. Again, a late goal as that shot, the ball left the stick before the buzzer, but didn't get into the net before the buzzer. That's how close that one was to tying it up for the Snipers. 8.5 to go here in the second quarter. There's a save. Chase Martin stoning Jordan Dance. Snipers come up with the Lucy. We have a too many men call. Player who was in there came out when the goal was scored, and they got basically the benefit of the goal being scored with the extra attacker. Taking that one away, they got 2 penalties off it and scored while they should have been shorthanded. Right now they trail 5-4, and they are down a man, and they have got a player down to the penalty box. Hard low to high by Lyons, right into the chest of Martin though. Lob pass ahead. Corbett can't catch it. Scott gets it, throws it ahead. A little wild for Seth Laidlaw. He's going to corral it and run towards the net. Takes a couple of slashes. We'll slow things down, set him up. Lots of time left on the power play for Toronto. 15 on the shot clock. Boy, they really wanted to hit the man cutting to the middle of the crease there. And Luke Laidlaw, but it works out all right as they just run the ball around the outside. And Seth Laidlaw will bury that one. 7:31 to go here, so we're just a second outside out of. And Seth Laidlaw would run the ball around behind the net. Got the second assist. Big hit on Miles as he plays that ball. There's a goal, a quick one going that way. Brendan Muse takes the pass off the faceoff from Mike Gillen. Gillen with the win and the setup. What a play by Gillen. Six Nations gets the ball right off the faceoff. They want to get one back, but that's off the shoulder cap of the goaltender. Cruz with a nice save. 7:07 left to go in the first half. 7-4. The Monarchs starting to pull away a little bit. Question mark was with Craig Wendy out, last year's Senior B most valuable player and arguably the MVP the all so far. How can Toronto hold up? Well, Robbie Cruz has been okay so far. They are short a man now. With the delayed penalty coming, Roger Weiss backs away. Lane Smith save. John Ray is out of the box. His 10-minute misconduct has expired. And there's been a stoppage, so he is back available for the Monarchs, and he will immediately be out. He's right there checking Howday's Miracle on the short man. Danton Miller cuts through the middle, and they try and follow it through, but that pass not quite where it needs to be. They get it to Miller, but Ray knocks down the rebound. Cruz thought about the long outlet pass. Good decision not to throw it, as Patrick Miles was pretty well covered by Travis Longboat heading back. There's a shot in transition. That's Critch. He's turned aside. And it'll be Sniper's ball. Travis Longboat, again, not the biggest guy around, but man, has he got some skill in that dick is. The veteran Roger Weiss up top, setting things up. Cutter throws a hard pass across. There's the rip from the outside. So nice movement by the Snipers, but they can't bury the chance they got. Caravello eventually manages to corral that ball. Sorry, that's McGordy. Little spin move to drive down along the walls. See how much time they can kill in this penalty. 10 left on the shot clock. Seth Laidlaw, great job of killing that penalty. Almost drew a penalty against the Snipers on the way back, as Travis Elvin came in and jumped on top of a player. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. 7-4, still the lead for the Toronto Monarchs. There's a hard shot from outside by Miracle. Fresh 30 as they gain the ball back. There's another shot by Roger Weiss. He's jousting with a Toronto player, Jason Crawford, up front. They're both going to go 2 minutes apiece for roughing. Okay, so it's just going to be matching penalties for the two players, and then the extra deuce for Jason Crawford. So it is a 5-on-4. Shovel pass across from Caravello. Doesn't connect with Critch, although he does get it back off the boards. John Ray going to drive to the net. Shoots, bounces it way outside, right by the top of the crease. And that's going to go up into the mesh. It is 7-4 with 1:19 left in Toronto's penalty. We're going to take the official timeout. We'll be back. It is 5-on-4 for another minute 10. Snipers will try and get back within one. Longboat up at the top. Danton Miller threw it down. There's a quick stick back door. Nice finish by Stu Hill. Hill opened the scoring today, and he's got his second, making it 7-5, a power play marker. Stu Hill is so dangerous on that back door. 3:37 to play. Gillen facing off. But Patrick Corbett comes out with the ball. Numbers for the Snipers, but their players will head off for a change. And they'll throw the ball back up to get set up. Miracle to Albrecht. There's a shot by Longboat, well off the mark. Albrecht almost had it, but the Monarchs come up with it. Mike Gillen rumbling up the floor. Nice threaded pass to Grasby. He'll lob it over to Patrick Miles. Grasby, getting the lob pass over to Teeter. Shot low, almost eluded Martin, but bounces out off him instead. And Elvin throws the ball ahead. That's Travis Elvin. That pass picked off nicely. Shane Scott sending it ahead. It's a 2-on-0. Gillies with Teeter trailing off the post. Gillies went through the crease, so he can't play the ball. It will be Chase Martin's possession. And the Snipers come back the other way. We're at even strength. 2:25 to go here in the first half. 7-5 Monarchs. That pass is picked off. The Monarchs get on their correct sides. And McGordy running into the corner. Checked there by Kranz and Longboat, but breaks out of that double team. Longboat staying with him. Here's Critch. He's going to wind it up. That one was wide. Hits the dashers at the back of the, behind the net and flings up into the ceiling. 1:50 to go as the Snipers come ahead. Albrecht. Shot by Miracle. Good save by Cruz. There's the man right on top, though. It's Lane Smith with the hat trick. Just too dangerous to leave Lane Smith all alone on top of the crease like that. He comes in, throws a couple of hard fakes, and rips it home past Robbie Cruz. It's 7-6. Gillen pulls it out cleanly. Almost picked it up to himself, but can't quite do it. Ball is still contested along the boards. Miracle thought he had it, but instead it's going to be Patrick Miles. Now he doesn't have it. He's run over by Jacobs. Ball still bouncing around. Looks like eventually Marty Hill will get it, and he does come up with it under some forecheck pressure from Dustin Caravello, but does get possession. 1:12 to go in the first half. Monarchs still up by 1. Danton Miller throws it back down. Now a little spin move, a reverse spin move by Longboat. The foot save by Cruz, he just got enough on it. Oh, it's picked off by Howdy's Miracle. He's got a man cutting from the bench. Jacobs back to Miracle, who's flattened after he takes the shot. Still 7-6, 40 to go. Another save by Robbie Cruz. Jake Kranz with 30 seconds left on the clock, 20 left on the shot clock. So they're going to have to shoot before the end of the half. Six Nations will take their timeout. Each team gets 1 per half. There's 13 seconds left on the shot clock, 22.2 on the game clock. So Chase Martin is at the restraining line. Adams slows it down. Now Martin starts to go to the bench, stops again. He's heading back. They've got 4 to shoot. Low shot and a goal. It's a little sneaker by Lane Smith. Shot clock about to expire. Chase Martin waffling between whether to go to the bench or not, was heading back to the crease, and Lane Smith buries one from the outside, making it 7-7 with just 9.8 seconds to go. Oh yeah, he had one in the first quarter, and then he's got 3 here in the second. Toronto gets the face-off and immediately calls for their timeout. They have the full 9.8 during the day, but not when they're heading back after timeout. Shane Scott with it. 4 seconds to shoot. Got 2 left. Laidlaw lobs one across, and it's too late as it's caught by his cousin Luke Laidlaw. And we are 7-7. Toronto with a lead most of the way through, but the Snipers roar back. Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. It's 7-7. A fresh start here in the second half of Arenalacrosseleague action, and Michael Gillen scoops up that loose ball, taking it away from Patrick Corbett to establish possession for the Monarchs. The Snipers with the last 3 goals of the first half, tying things up. Now the Monarchs will look to move back ahead. Matt Lyons traipsing down the outside. Grasby low hard pass across. Jordan Dance is going to rip it high, misses the net. Lyons has it. The shot clock will expire as a trio of Snipers were all around him. He's going to put some pressure. Elvin will get the ball across center. A streaking Shot by Danton Miller. He takes it in stride, keeps running a few steps, then loads up and rips one past Robbie Cruz. It's 8-7. 46 seconds into the third quarter. Danton Miller had a very strong performance at the National Lacrosse League Combine that really helped his draft stock, I think. And a similar goal in a way that he scored at the Combine was a beauty, where he was running in for the pass. That time he took it, it was behind him. He had to reach back and leave the stick behind and pulled it in and controlled it, and then went up for a shot. Similar thing here where he's on the run, reaches back to get the ball, and buries it on the fly. Such a talented young player. 1-goal lead for the Snipers. They're looking for more. Lane Smith wanted his 5th of the game. He has been a standout so far, but he is stopped by Robbie Cruz, and here comes Shane Scott for the Monarchs. Pressure from the Snipers, coming way out to pick everybody up. Kranz knocks the ball loose and then runs his man over, and that may have shaken up the Monarchs forward as he is slow getting up. The Snipers all the way down the floor have a 5-on-4 edge. Longboat thought about it. There's a shot by Race Weiss. That one's wide. Howdis Miracle is stopped. Miracle picks it up again. Gillies on him. The Monarchs are back to 5-on-5. And it's Michael Teeter, who was just flattened down at the other end, is back at the Monarchs bench. Sorry, it's Luke Laidlaw. He's taking his helmet off. Nice save by Cruz, baiting Miller into that shot near side and then taking it away. Some wheels for Caravello. They've got a trailer in Grasby, a little high, but he gets it. Twister, saved by Chase Martin. That ball is dropped by Ashton Jacobs, and Teeter has it back. Well, keep an eye. Luke Laidlaw did take his helmet off and looked like he was heading to the dressing room for a bit of a break. They've only got a couple of extra forwards on the bench at this point. See if they slide somebody up. Critch back, or Dance backing his way in. Behind the back pass, doesn't quite connect with Teeter, and here come the Snipers. Race Weiss gets over mid-floor just in time to avoid the 8-second count. There's Rocket Roger Weiss with a rocket into the chest of Cruz. Boy, Weiss can usually pick his spots pretty well with that rocket that he lets rip from outside, but that one, not where he wanted it, right into the crown of the Monarchs jersey. Toronto will set up high. Lions throws it down now. There's a shot from the outside, a one-hopper by Teeter, no problem for Chase Martin. Boy, I remember some Barrie versus Six Nations or versus Oswego battles in the Canadian Lacrosse League, where Teeter and Martin would face each other with Barrie and the Demons, including a championship a few years ago that Jason Crawford won in a goal that looked a lot like a goal he scored earlier in this game. Some of the Toronto players joking that their team is called the Barrie Monarch Dogs, or some variation of that, because there are a lot of Barrie Blizzard players and Halton Hills Bulldogs. Coach Blaine McCauley of the Monarchs is the head coach for the Bulldogs. Very successful junior B program, and has brought some of his talent along with him, including the Laidlaw brothers. That bounce pass to Howdis Miracle goes straight back to Roger Weiss. Race Weiss is knocked down. Gillen knocked into the boards from behind. It's going to be a possession call. Long pass ahead. Matt Pelkey sets things up. Just had a nice chat with his mother and sister in the crowd here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. His mother, Lori, a longtime volunteer for lacrosse in Ontario, has done wonders to help grow this game. His sister, Caitlin, in watching as well. Jake Kranz gets that one after it bounced off the back of the official. Kranz running it, trying to feed the ball through, and he is hit as he makes the pass by John Ray. Monarchs going back up the floor. Nice hustle by Critch. Passes it through and it's dropped. And Jordan Dance is going to go and apologize to Jordan Critch, as that was a lovely pass fed through traffic just to reach him in time, but Dance couldn't quite handle it. May have been tipped, which makes it a lot harder to catch, obviously. Miracle leaves it for Vice. They're playing catch a bit. Big pick by Roger Vice on Shane Scott, who's running in transition. He's up the floor, but nice hustle by Howdice Miracle to get back and take away the chance. Scott stays up and 0. Looks like they're trying to create a little bit of transition opportunity by using his wheels. There's a shot from outside that gets through, but Martin spins around and snags it before it can get in over the goal line. It remains 8-7. Just the one goal so far here in the second half, as we are almost 6 minutes into quarter number 3, and the Snipers have taken an 8-7 lead. Arena Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network. I'm Steven Stamp with the call. Remember to watch today's earlier game. St. Catharines and Oshawa. There's a goal. Race Vice. Bit of a screen. Rips it overhand and bounces it through the legs. It's 9-7 as Vice beats Robbie Cruz. Little Summer Lane Smith definitely leading the way. He's got 5 goals. And a quick check. Looks like he also has an assist to add to that. Toronto gets possession off the face-off. It's Jordan Dance running down the outside. Ray's going to head to the bench to get another offensive player out. That shot saved by Chase Martin. Ball is loose, scooped up, and Marty Hill is going to run with it. No problem getting across mid-floor and then just flings it over. Looking at it back from Albrecht. Albrecht's going to go all the way to the net, misses the shot. Patiently waiting for it is Lyons. He lobs it ahead. Luke Laidlaw is back after being knocked out momentarily. Seth Laidlaw, great play to go in. The dip and dunk. Fakes low on Chase Martin, goes up over the top. Gorgeous shot. 9-8 with 7:58 to go. We got a bit of a half minute till it is time for the officials' timeout. Mike Gillen and Patrick Corbett lining up for the face-off. Still on the floor. Corbett went to get it. Great job. Nice hustle by Miles to come back and knock that one free. Miles having a strong game for the Monarchs. Gets possession. Kranz all over him. Almost got the pass through. It does get there to Gillen and to McGordy eventually. 8-second count called on the Monarchs. Good forecheck pressure by Six Nations to get that ball back. Midway point here in the third quarter. I'm Steven Stamp bringing you JVI Sports Network's presentation of the Arena Lacrosse League. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying all the action this triple header day. We're going to have a delay of game call. The teams do want consistency. Players and coaches, the big thing they want from the officials is consistency. There wasn't much question about that specific call, as Miracle checked Ray before he'd even been able to pick the ball up. Pass is knocked down and Kranz is running. Double team whams him into the boards. Now he's after it again. Boy, Jake Kranz having himself a contest. Possession will be awarded to the Snipers after the effort by Jacob Kranz. Albrecht running right by the Toronto bench. And Miles just jumps on the floor, checks the ball clean from Albrecht, and then hops over the boards right in the middle of the bench. If you are used to watching the Canadian Lacrosse League in the winter, and you're used to the somewhat unusual change rules that they had, which did facilitate a fast game. It is different. This is NLL rules here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Nice pass break up there by Marcus Elvin. Then the shovel pass ahead. They've got to get it over. They're not going to make it. Nice effort by Ashton Jacobs to fling it behind him, but it's a bit too late. Toronto gets possession. They would have had it anyway. And we will have the officials timeout with 6:14 to go. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. 6:14 to go here in the third quarter. Matt Lyons will start with the ball for the Monarchs. He leads them with 2 goals and an assist. Of course, the The big score of the day is Lane Smith for the Snipers. 5 goals, 1 assist, a 6-point game. And we're not even through the third quarter. Power play for the Monarchs, trying to tie things up again. It was 7-7 at the half. Dance, passes across, gets it back. He's going to let it fly. That one's stopped by Martin. Comes straight out to Seth Laidlaw. And the Monarchs will set things up again. Shane Scott rips and hits somebody in front. Oh, and then a slash on the leg of Jordan Dance. That was Marcus Elvin. I would imagine that's a 5. Right in front of the officials. Slashing call. Spencer James is asking the official, John Zabo. I assumed it would be a 5, but just a deuce going up for Marcus Elvin. We'll get the penalty that makes it a 5-on-3 for 25 seconds. Lions starts with it. No, sorry, it's a 4-on-3. Now, okay, they've removed, they are coincidentals, but it's 4-on-3. There's only one penalty on the board. There's a shot. Jacobs comes up with it, has it stripped momentarily, but gets it back. Now they strip it. A penalty coming to Toronto. Lions is tripped up by Jacobs for 2 minutes, and then Marcus Elvin got the 2 for slashing. So those are coincidental. So it should have been 5-on-4. We've got 4-on-3, which seems like a mistake because the coincidentals, they wouldn't be off the floor, but it is 4-on-3 for the Snipers now after the penalty to Michael Teeter, the hold along the boards. 7 left to shoot. Weiss will pass it across. Longboat, low to high, loves that one, but he's going to miss this time. It's over and back as it didn't touch the goalie or anything. It's interesting because they're offsetting penalties, they're not up on the board. So we don't actually know exactly when those will expire. We'll check the time, but I guess they'll just let those guys out of the box. That ball gets away from Seth Laidlaw. And it's an interactive lacrosse game. It's one of the fans getting on Seth Laidlaw for losing the ball, and he retorted. There's a shot by Weiss off the post. Came back to him in a hurry, but just skips away from him. Here comes Caravello running. He's being tracked down by Lane Smith. Smith just vacates to pick up the man he would have passed to, Luke Laidlaw. Great job by Lane Smith. 6 points in this game, known for his offensive prowess, but very smart lacrosse play there to take away the pass. Leave Caravello out high to shoot if he wanted to. Jacob Kranz gets the ball, adjusts his helmet, and makes the outlet pass. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Elvin. To Teeter, which of course happened after the other penalties. There's a shot from the outside by Miracle. Saved by Cruz. Sean Gillies yelling to his man Crawford. Oh, what a beautiful goal. Jason Crawford. We saw the sidearm duck earlier. This time, the hard fake, and then goes high to low, bounces it just up onto the crossbar. Corbett eventually pulls it out, but it's stuck in his stick. The second pop is not allowed. You have one chance to pop that ball out of the back of your stick after the faceoff, and you only have one step, which he took about 3 anyway, so before you have to pass that ball. So he well and truly caused a faceoff violation, gives the ball to the Monarchs. Shane Scott, hard pass through, but it doesn't connect with Dance. Laidlaw tried to snag it, couldn't. 10 seconds on the shot clock, so Kranz comes up with it, loses the ball, tried to grab it with his free hand, or at least was swimming along the floor. Evades him, but it is picked up by Corbett. Dance checking him. A couple of chops on the arm. That pass is tipped. Great catch by Stu Hill to grab that ball after it was knocked on the way there. And then the one-hand snag by Howdis Miracle. Shot clock expires, but not before Patrick Corbett can bury that ball. Just gets it in time. We've seen a couple of goals today that didn't count because they were shot before the buzzer, but went in after, quite clear. But that one finds its way before the shot clock expires. Corbett will go and exchange the shooting stick for his face-off stick and face off against Mike Gillen. Gillen getting low on this one and will win it. Hands it off to Miles. Patrick Corbett picks up Patrick Miles. Now Miles gets it back. He is heading to the Toronto bench and leaves it there for Seth Laidlaw. Matt Lyons has it up top. He was the fifth man on offense. That shot by Teeter is stopped. He gets his own rebound. Out top, behind the back by Critch. That one got there in a hurry. It was almost Tracy Koluski-esque how quickly he got that off. And Chase Martin was ready though. 10-9 Snipers with a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Teeter loading it up, 17 on the shot clock, lots of time. Seth Laidlaw has it as there's some bunch of battle in front of the net. Muse gets it, quick stick, great shot by Critch off a gorgeous pass from Brendan Muse. And it's 10-10, we're tied up again. This has been a heck of a battle between the 2-0 Monarchs and the 1-1 Snipers. Again, goaltending a big key as Chase Martin was great for them. Now, the Snipers trying to even things up atop the standings. If they could win today, they would tie Toronto, who dropped to 2-1, and Oshawa, who dropped to 2-1 earlier in the day. Big battle along the boards. Everyone's jumping in there. Miles comes out with a strong game for Patrick Miles. And rolls over, pops up, and makes the pass to Dance. Scott goes to Dance. He steps across, takes a shot, goes around Marty Hill. Those two are getting into it a bit as the follow-through hit Hill. Martin made the save, though, and now the ball is trapped on the floor, comes out. Dead ball possession to the Monarchs. Pick and roll, nice play, the save by Martin. Just gets a toe on it. Dance is buried into the turf by Jake Kranz. Kranz with a couple whacks on Dance. Pick from Lyons, gets his way through, slash call coming. He's gonna go for 2 or less. There's only 3 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's 10-10 right now. Lions with it, 3 seconds to go. Play is blown in. Muse shoots, goes wide. Up into the rafters, quarter ends. 10-10, Monarchs. Snipers, make sure you stick with us for what should be a thrilling fourth quarter. To the Snipers. So it is a power play for Toronto. Michael Gillen directing where he wants his face-off team. 3 from each team on the Six Nations restraining line. And then Johnny Ray all alone. If Gillen can pull it back. Great job by Corbett to clamp down, though. But Gillen does pull it back. What a great face-off by Gillen. Terrific battle to set this power play up. Ray will run it ahead, hand it off, and go to the bench. Jordan Dance to Shane Scott. Lions back down low to Laidlaw. Gets it back. Lions looked like he was ready to shoot, but the pass was a little off, but Scott will rip one. Corbett gets his stick in the way. 4 to shoot 3, and Scott just kind of flicks it down towards the net. Dance there to do a little forechecking, but Martin will pass it out. Here comes Race Weiss. Thought he had Howdice Miracle up the floor, but nice job by Adam McGordy to pick him up. McGordy, one of the steady defenders in this league, trying to show NLL teams that he's got the ability to play solid defense. Transitions reasonably well as well. Shots 41-30 in favor of the Six Nations Snipers after 3 quarters of play. We're a little over a minute in here, and that shot, penalty coming. They will call it a legal cross-check. Got a bit of a rakish tilt to the sign by the official. And we will go to 4-on-4 lacrosse. There's a shot and a save. Danton Miller trying to tuck that one over Cruz. He stopped it. Boy, Robbie Cruz has stepped up and played fairly well in this Arenalacrosseleague debut. And I jinx him as Travis Longboat gets Cruz to kind of lift his goalie stick up, and Longboat bounces it underneath to go 5-hole and make it 11-10 for the Six Nations Snipers. 20 seconds left in the Hill penalty. We are 4-on-4. As mentioned, usually when there are offsetting penalties, because all plays under the NLL rules, the players will not go to the penalty box, but teams will not be shorthanded. Doesn't necessarily happen as we saw in the last quarter. But because the penalties didn't happen staggered, of course the players are in the box. 6 left on the 4-on-4. Lane Smith smacks himself in the leg pretty hard after he missed making that pass. Wasn't happy because he threw it low and almost uncatchable, and it wasn't caught. Here's Critch. They're shorthanded. They're going to take their time. 17 seconds left for the Monarchs on the shot clock. Justin Caravel staying up high. Bounces the pass across. Lions guys tries to spin low. Michael Holmes covering him. Lions trying to back his way and shoot. Saved by Martin. It bounces well out, and Lions goes after it. Tries to strip the ball from Corbett, but loses his stick in the process. Snipers come on to the power play. They've got 22 left on the shot clock. So they're just getting everyone out onto the box, onto the floor. Crawford retreats. He and Critch up top on the penalty kill. Ray and McGordy down low, Ray and Miles down low. Save by Cruz. Here's the pass by Miles up. Lions scores, shorthanded. Breakout pass by Patrick Miles. Hits Jordan Critch. He gets it to Lions, cutting in. Great tic-tac-toe play. And it's 11-11, shorthanded goal. Nobody's pulling away in this game. This is a battle. Gillen pulls it out, grabs it to himself. Double teamed, going to the net, hangs on to it. Great job to get away, makes the pass across. Ray reached it, almost caught it. Being kind of held by Marcus Elvin, but gets through. But here comes Jake Kranz the other way, 2-on-1. Give and go. Kranz dives and shoots, it goes wide. And they're going to say crease call as Kranz was still laying in the crease when he tried to pick the ball up, and he did play it. So Monarchs get it. We're back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. Miles with the hidden ball trick. Didn't fool anybody, so they will set up on offense. Fifth attacker coming out right now is Scott. Fakes the shot. He's going to take it now. Eventually. Maybe should have taken the first one as it wound up getting blocked by Travis Elvin. And here's a breakout pass just a little bit high for Michael Holmes. Run and gun here in the fourth quarter, 11-11 to go. And it's the Monarchs trying to put pressure on. Laidlaw's pass is tipped, but snagged by Jordan Dance. They get it over to Scott, who's going to slow things down a little bit. They can get a breath as he bounces it to Teeter. Big pick. That pass is picked off. Slashing penalty coming to Jordan Dance, as Corbett will run the length of the floor. Teeter on him. The bounce shot gets up under the armpit of Robbie Cruz. And the Snipers will go to the power play. He's given away a good opportunity to the Snipers. Caravello and McGordy up top. Miles and Ray down low. They try to go quick stick to Hill. Doesn't get through. It's grabbed by Longboat, though. Roger Weiss will shoot, scores! Loads it up and fires it home. Power play goal. 12-11. Snipers go ahead with 10:26 to play in the fourth. Roger Weiss just drops the head of the stick when he takes that pass and rips it low to low. Marty Hill out now to take a face-off against Michael Gillen. Haven't seen much of him. Gillen thought it looked like he had it, but kind of ran away from the ball, and Hill is coming in. 2-on-1, but Gillen picks him up. Miracle with the shot. Ripped that one. Cruz just got enough of it. Now Lane Smith thought about taking a shot, realized the odds weren't in his favor, so he slows it down and they'll set up. Nearing 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, 12-11. Snipers Miracle spins off the check from Caravello. Double team from Ray. Ray slips, recovers as the ball is out on the far boards. 5 to shoot on the run. That one's blocked by Ray. Shot clock expires, but whistles are being blown. Teeter with it. Brendan Muse steps in, shoots. Martin gets just enough. Looked like Muse had a bit of an opening. That pass to Marcus Elvin. He is sprinting up the floor. Sees an opening, goes to the trailer. Across to Corbett, off the post. Corbett had an opening but couldn't quite take advantage of it. A few seconds for turning it across, but that pass is knocked away. Marcus Elvin may have gotten a piece of the stick as the Toronto player tried to pass that ahead. And here comes Corbett with the ball. Snipers taking their time to set it up. Howdice Miracle. Looked like he might like to have a rip. Behind the back by Weiss. That one gets away from him. And it's snagged by McGordy. Eludes the check. Throws it over to Pelkey. Lions. Under the check by Jake Kranz. Gets over to Teeter. Diving shot by Dance. Doesn't connect. And here come the Snipers. Hill running the floor. Scott checking him. Working hard, forcing Hill to put a lot of energy into getting up the floor. Now Scott's going to stay for a defensive shift, as he's been doing fairly frequently in this game. Hill thought about the shot. Longboat has it now. Scott on him. Little pick and roll by Hill. Longboat gets it to him off the post. Stu Hill dropped down sidearm and almost found it. Now a breakout. Caravello all alone. Oh, great hustle back. What a goal, though. Martin is beaten, and that is a tough break for Danton Miller, who hustled back, got on the stick of Caravello, which actually kind of loaded up the stick, and when it popped free, it was at a different angle and wound up accelerating the ball into the net past Chase Martin. Critch across the top, shoots, saved by Martin. Play blown back in. Next stoppage should be the officials' timeout. Corbett running the floor. I want to tell you, you've got 42 Patrick Corbett for the Snipers, 43 Patrick Miles for the Monarchs. They've both been terrific. Roger Weiss, a bunch of moves, had no shot, so he pulls it back out, pass to Miracle. He has a shot. He'll go mid to high, top cheddar, 13-12. Snipers back on top. We won't have the officials' timeout because we don't get it at a goal. So with 7:15 to go, the Snipers are on top. The seesaw continues. He clamps down, but again steps away from the ball. Huge hit by John Ray. He's going to get a penalty. He's arguing it was a loose ball on the floor, and we are allowed contact on the player. And Spencer James is asking exactly that, why that call was made. Snipers on the power play. Weiss at the top. 13-12, 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Travis Longboat, they give him some space, and Cruz makes the save. Longboat with lots of time to think about it, takes the shot. Big save by Cruz. Oh, they get it back, but the shovel pass by Hill picked off by Gillen. Heads up play by Gillen. On a bit of a mistake by Hill. Stu Hill, that is. And Gillen is going to try and rag some time, kill a little bit of clock. 15 seconds on the shot clock as Jacobs comes in for the double team. It's stripped. Longboat running the floor. He's got Marty Hill with him. Passes across. Great job by Jason Crawford. What a game he's having. Strong defensively. Added a couple of goals in transition. Now he's going to sprint it up the floor. 6:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Still awaiting the officials' timeout. We'll take a quick break when we get that and then come back. But Jordan Dance wants to tie it up before that. Can't do it. The save by Martin. Big collision between Dance and Marcus Elvin. Elvin gets the best of that, and then a little collision between Ashton Jacobs and Dance. They've got words for each other. Corbett is just going to leave the ball there and head to the bench. Tyler Albrecht had a thought about that one. The pass skips away. 5 to shoot for the Snipers. Weiss gets it to Race Weiss. That one misses. How Nice Miracle gets it. Shot clock's over. And Toronto wants a delay of game call as that shot left the stick just after the whistle blew for the clock, but it was very close. I don't think you can get that one. Natural follow through. But then the pickoff on the long outlet pass. Great play there. Michael Holmes getting the ball back for the Snipers, and they're back on the power play. Miracle up top. Shot by Race Weiss is in. 14-12 as he bounces one between the foot and the post. And I believe that's the first 2-goal lead for the Six Nations Snipers in this game. We're going to have to double check. No, actually they scored the first 2 of this third quarter. So they did take the 2-goal lead then, but Gillen and Corbett. They clamp down. Another protracted battle. Spinning. Now they just lock in, and Gillen's trying to dig it out. Corbett's just on it. Gillen pulls it out. Danton Miller going after it with Pelkey. Miller gets it. He wants to go to the net. Pelkey stops him. .450 to go. The Snipers taking their time getting this one set up. Corbett out on offense. Pass across is just kind of tennis racketed by Adams. He passes it back out. Oh, what a shot. Patrick Corbett. He goes sidearm and buries it just inside the post. Boy, the Snipers now have what is definitely their first 3-goal lead of the game. 15-12, 4:34 to go. And Corbett gets it. He's knocked down by McGordy, who eventually will get the ball. Great effort by McGordy. There's the pass to Ray, going hard, shoots, scores! Johnny Ray. We've seen he blows a kiss to a fan who's been riding the Monarchs pretty hard and blows him the kiss. The fan yells, "You got lucky," and another kiss from Johnny Ray. Now we will get the officials' timeout with 4:18 to go. The score 15-13. For the Six Nations Snipers as Marty Hill's called for the face-off violation. It'll be Monarchs ball when we come back. 3:04 to go. It'll be Corbett and Gillen. This has been quite a battle at the face-off dot. We'll have to check and see if we have the results of the face-offs. 18-12, 18-14 in favor of Michael Gillen of the Toronto Monarchs. Oh, sorry. In favor of Patrick Corbett and the Six Nations Snipers. Snipers have shared the face-offs between a few. I was asking Spencer Tangway. I thought he was pointing at Michael Gillen. He was actually pointing at the Snipers bench. So they have the edge. Toronto will get the ball in and over and back. Snipers coaches don't like that call. But it's Monarchs possession. 2:45 to go. We'll keep an eye on Robbie Cruz, who's just at the top of his crease right now. Probably not this possession. Next one, we may see him start to come. There's a quick release by Lyons. It doesn't get through, but penalty coming. So now the Monarchs have possession. They have the man advantage and no need to pull the goalies. They have a 5-on-4 advantage. Scott gets it back. Lyons is at the top of the formation. Everyone's had a touch. Seth Laidlaw has his stick loaded up, ready to rip it. Gets the ball back across to Muse. He shoots, misses top corner, comes to Laidlaw. Tries to throw it to Dance. Now Muse throws the hard pass. Save Martin, great save. Post to post to stop the veteran Matt Lyons. And then the strip. What a play by Marty Hill. Ripping that loose, he gets it back, shoots, saved by Cruz at the other end. Would have been a dream sequence for Marty Hill if he'd been able to bury that one. Throws it up top, and you can see thoughts of a shot in the eyes of Danton Miller, but his coach is yelling, use it. They want to kill some of this time. They're up by 2. They don't have to shoot right away. 12 on the shot clock. Albrecht spinning, double team, still has it, gets a shot, scores! The double team on Albrecht. He was basically just trying to get a shot off late in the shot clock to get a reset or even just get their offensive players out to get the defense on. Instead, he finds 5-hole. That is a backbreaker with 1:32 to go. The Snipers pulling ahead. 16-13 the score. Again, Corbett and Gillen. It's been a game within a game, and Corbett pulls it out to himself, cleanly flips it over. Possession. Snipers. He's going to take his time. They've still got 47 to kill on the penalty. Corbett just tucking it away. Double team, trying to get it free from him. Caravello and Gillen working him over. He comes out with it, gets it back. Will shoot behind the back. Cruz stops that one. Boy, that would have been a big goal. But then he gets the ball back in a fresh 30. 1:04 to play. And the Snipers just want to kill some time. The Monarchs need to get out and press as we enter the final minute of play. 16-13 for the Snipers. Closing in for the double team. And the ball's just stripped away from Race Weiss. He's going to head back on defense. Johnny Ray running with it, going down the middle. Thought about a shot. Now he pulls it down. The goaltender is at the bench. 6-on-5. The penalty's expired. Oh, and there's a Six Nations player up the floor. That was Shane Adams, who was looking for an outlet pass if they'd been able to get it. Just 3 left on the shot clock as Martin eventually gets back to the net. Shot. No goal. Oh, it didn't go in the net. That's the main reason. I thought it probably didn't beat the shot clock, but it actually fell into the back of Chase Martin's goal pants. Big hit. Banging Ashton Jacobs into the boards. He's still got possession, though. Tracked down by Jason Crawford. Crawford, as clock expires, will take a swing at Shane Adams. They have words. Spencer James grabs Jake Kranz. Kranz trying to get at Crawford. They'll have words for each other. And Gillen, the shove to Ashton Jacobs, who falls back onto the floor and just lays there to rest for a second. Final score will be 16-13. What a battle between these two teams. The Monarchs fall from the ranks of the undefeated. We have 4 2-1 teams in the Arenalacrosseleague, a 4-way tie for first that includes both of these teams, along with the St. Catharines Shockwave and the Oshawa Outlaws. That'll do it for this game here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena.